Adventist Pioneer Library presents Miracles in My Life, an autobiography by J. N. Loughborough, narrated by Mike McCabe. Foreword. In 1852, John N. Loughborough, unimpressive in appearance and slight of build, began a determined evangelism for Seventh-day Adventists. Undaunted by blizzards and bitter cold, he traveled by buggy and sleigh over trackless prairies and baffling forest trails of the Midwest. Beginning his California labors in 1868 with a 60-foot tent in Sonoma County, he attracted overflow crowds, made many converts, but was frequently threatened and narrowly escaped death from an angry, knife-wielding opponent. Few, if any, of our Adventist pioneers covered such a long span of years as Loughborough, 1832 to 1924. Fewer still recorded their experiences in as many publications. Loughborough's close association with Elder and Mrs. White enables him to include many faith-building incidents in connection with the gift of prophecy, and also adds interest to his personal narrative. His eyewitness account is effective and authentic. The material in this manuscript comes from books, diaries, articles, and field reports in Adventist publications. The lengthy sermonettes have been eliminated, archaic expressions updated, but the story, the style, is his own. I trust it will meet a timely need for the generation who knew not Loughborough. Adriel D. Chilson. A Flash Ahead. Madam Parrott never dreamed that her decision to ride side-saddle to the tent meeting would draw the attention of the entire community. Nor did she foresee her near-fatal accident and her healing so miraculous that even atheists could not deny. Among those who attended John Loughborough's evangelistic meetings at Santa Rosa was a young medical graduate from Geneva known as Madam Parrott. An urgent sick call took her to the bedside of Mrs. Skinner at Piner. After a week's cot duty, her patient had so recovered that Dr. Parrott announced her intention to return to the tent meetings. Mrs. Skinner's atheist son, Oliver, readied a horse that was used to ladies, but as she mounted, he began to buck furiously. She was thrown to the ground, and the horse upon her with such force that it bent the saddle horn out straight. As her friends looked upon her mangled form, they felt certain she was dead. When she regained consciousness, she could barely whisper. "Shall we send for a doctor?" someone asked her. "No," she responded. "A doctor can do me no good. Send for the ministers at the tent. If they pray for me, the Lord will heal me." Elders Loughborough and Bordeaux had just begun their evening meeting when the prayer request reached them. Thinking it unwise to dismiss their congregation, they promised to come very early the next morning. When they arrived, they learned that the doctor's condition had required 4 attendants throughout the night. "Anoint me and pray, and the Lord will heal me," she whispered. As the ministers prayed, Dr. Parrott soon began to pray in a loud voice, then clapped her hands and declared, "I am healed." She arose, dressed herself, and began to assist with the home duties. In the evening she rode to the meeting in a lumber wagon, completely free from all pain. Former atheist Oliver now enthusiastically witnessed of God's power to everyone he met.